Hello, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to the Hazel Wow weekend, where I need to turn on my game sound to make sure that we have some music. Hey, it's Cassaboo. Thank you very much for the 49-month resub. Holy smokes. Appreciate it very much. Glad to have you here. Hello. Happy Sunday. Darkmoon Fair back. Free 70s with the experience buff. Very nice. You're an Ouroboros. Yeah, I wanted a shot of Shadowlands Anduin to use in the news video last week, and then I ended up using a bit from the cinematic that Bolvar showed me. And now I need some music back. There we go. Let's get out of here. My goal today is I want this broom. And I want to get this broom while also doing things that I more or less was doing anyways. So things that are kind of in pursuit of my end of patch goals that I sorted out semi-recently. Am I doing this? I'm doing this. We're gonna go Stormwind to Vuldrak. Why not? Just know about myself. It's okay. I would tell you that I'm strangely nostalgic for it, but it's not true yet. It will be one day, I betcha. I imagine a day will come where I shall walk these halls and go, oh yeah, that wasn't so bad. And I liked Shadowlands well enough. It was just Ouroboros and the Maw that I did not particularly take to. We want Vuldrak. The Dukaki last night. Hardcore Warlock died at level 11. Oh, I'm so sorry. Rest in peace. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I want to turn... I guess I have my computer... No, that's only on like a 10. Is this enough? Yeah, it's fine. Maybe a little loud. So, the things that I was working on out, just end of patch anyways, was like Dream Search Coalescence, Solo Shuffle for the Vicious Mount, and then Whelp Daycare was more or less what you could boil it down to. Pretty sure that was basically the gist of it. Did I say anything else? Oh yeah, Time Rifts and Time Rift Cosmetics. I'm a little late for the Time Rift, as usual. There's also profession stuff, but I could take or leave that. I want to know. So here, if we commit to double dipping and multitasking, 7,500 is so much. But I could get 400 of my 1,000 just via presumably Solo Shuffle if I just crank Solo Shuffle. And I could also be working on my Vicious Mount. 7,500 honor is a ton, though. I don't know if I could do that in one day. What else? 10 non-skirmish matches. That might be more reasonable, because each Solo Shuffle round has 6 matches. That's still like 3 to 5 queues. Although I need to do them anyways. Dragon Flight. The collecting coalescence. That is certainly for thing. Completing dragon races. Gathering quests, flight stones, reputation, one-time rift, 3 waking dreams, etc., etc., etc. Oh yeah, creating a Shadow Flame crest, that's easy. I carry around extra stuff, so that one's just like a gimme. And then Hallow's End and stuff. So sometimes I plan and I write things down and I take my time and I do my best, and sometimes I just throw myself in and figure that I'll get it along the way and that everything will be fine. I'm thinking, what if I pop onto... Oh yeah, I sent myself some gold from Boy. Let's pop on to Zelixia. We'll send some crafting orders, because that's easy. I'll send Inksy some crafting orders for like Willercloth bolts. I'll double check how many I need. Korthia video from back then helped you quite a bit, thanks. Cheers! Do we know if the Time Waits buff stacks with the Darkmoon Fair buff? I don't know for sure. I'm assuming so. Oh, do I have time? There's no way, right? Like, this is over. Oh, no, there's still time. I guess I'm doing a time rift. I logged out right near it, and I suppose I have time. As long as I can participate in the boss, that counts. And I actually have a encapsulated destiny. I also have one of the good ones that, like, guarantees a mount or a pet, but I have this idea that I don't want to stack it with one of the smaller ones. I don't know why. Collect fell pine cones. Oh, yeah. Just like with the Satyr quest. We can do that. 1, 2... For all the good this is going to do. 3. But one way or another, before I end stream today, I'm getting that broom mount. I am brute forcing this today by hell or high water. Something's going to going down. Clog the Devastator Cannon. Clog it with falcons. I'm pretty sure I saw this scene in 101 Dalmatians. Featuring Glenn Close. Can I not do that on a mail? There we go. Can't do it on a mail. Ardenwill's cool though. As if there's any other way than multitasking. Do a slash cackle at a Forsaken. I will find one. Will I find one? Hard to say. I guess a capital city would be a better place to look for one. Could you cackle it yourself if you were logged onto a Forsaken character? Level 70 undead. Slash cackle. So are the Forsaken just running around this month, but especially today, just getting laughed at? It wasn't for very many points, but it was for something. That's, oh man, that's funny. 2 or 3 solo shuffles of honor. If you're winning. Oh, wait, the weekly. Wait, is there a weekly up for it? No, we're out of time walking. Although I guess I didn't pick up the weekly, did I? I think I'm gonna give it a go, because otherwise I'm just gonna be a big chicken, and I must not live my life defined by cowardice. You know, it can occasionally feature cowardice on a bonus track, but I don't want that to be the theme of the whole album. I want... Did I use all my cooldowns? Yeah, something like that. One for Harvest Festival under special for 100 that can only be done today. Oh. We shall take a look. Slash bow at an honored ancestor or hero. Outside or Orgrimmar, or an honored hero outside of Ironforge. This is beautiful copy editing. Slash bow at an honored ancestor outside... Oh, it's just of. Those ors should be ofs. Well, one of them should be an of. Outside of Orgrimmar or an honored hero outside of Ironforge. It's just one letter typo. I got a Utopian tabard. Wow, would you look at that? It's got a big old beard man on it. It kind of... It's... I don't like it. I'll learn it. I don't know if you'll catch me wearing it. What if I put together a set that was just a Highlath Utopian tabard? It's possible. Typo and WoW. Unplayable, I know, right? Where are our $15 a month going, if not to making the copy pristine? Okay, we'll put down the pen and paper. It's the ugliest tabard. I think it looks like quite unique. The idea of having my tummy covered with a beard is just strange. Got the fish part of the Boffin's Toy achievement from a Murloc Time Rift. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was reading that it matters what the invading forces are, which I had certainly never paid attention to before. So encapsulated destiny, just for next time. Destined to find an unobtained mount in the next one. Alright. So that's something. In the meantime, let's go back to Veldraken. Loremaster Tabard's my choice for the ugliest. I'm not a tabard girly. I just can't. I'm not. They hide too much of the rest of my armor, or lack thereof. It's just not my thing. They remind me of jerseys that you put on in school to differentiate which teams are which in basketball, and you know, those are only good memories for the people that liked basketball. We want to sell these, which I am indeed having a hard time moving, so maybe that profit was bait. But I finally got rid of that microlithid, so that's something. I posted it well under value, but still for quite a bit of gold, and I'm happy just to have the gold and have done with it. So I think if I do the herbalism weekly here, which I'm pretty sure I haven't done yet, actually. I think I need 8 saxifrage. I think I still have it on me. Not the saxifrage, the quest. Give me 8 of these. I'll drop the whole 7 gold, I promise. And... good. That's... professions... weekly gathering quests. So I could log on to another gathering... And then they want 10 crafting orders. 10 fish in Pandaria. I mean, that does sound... 50 fish in Pandaria. You lost me. I was about to go fishing. 50's too many. We're gonna go ahead and place orders for Wildercloth bolts, which is easy. bolt. I'm not going to provide any of it. It's all going to be for me. And I'm extremely cheap when it comes to myself. There we go. Place order. Two. Ha ha ha. Three. Not the 4. It's a little bit click intensive, but it gets the job done. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. No, not the bag, not the bag. And 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Always double check. Okay. Does Whelp Daycare give me any progress I need to do? Whelp Daycare. Holidays and events. World. Level up any character to level 20. Oh, interesting. Dragonflight. I'm gonna do it anyway. I think I got a whelp today. Howdy. Howdy. Got the broom. Think that's a record time for me. Congrats, Roxy. Appreciate how the esports teams often have their jerseys. Ogre Law's the worst. What was that just now that you selected? There's an item that you get for a rep threshold, I think, with Sorodormi that lets you choose to guarantee either a mount or a pet from your next time rift, and I picked a mount. I want this one. It's not an item that you can farm infinitely, I don't think. I think that it's... I think that you only get... limited. Lysindra visited. All the way over here. The last day of getting a whelp in any given whelp is usually quite a bit of stuff to do. So we're just going to accept that for the beginning and buckle in, and we're going to get this whelp. I want the pet. I don't know if this is going to give me trading post progress. I have a feeling it won't, but... we have the book you're looking for. My assistant returned it to the library. Check the Azure archives. Oh, at least they're in Veldraken. I thought they were going to make me go all the way to the Azure span again. Ujai with a 38-month resub. Howdy. Howdy. Big summer blowout. Hello, Sock. How you doing? Logged in, had 200 points. It should be quick. I have a feeling mine are going to go pretty quick until I decide to sit down and do the solo shuffle thing, and then I'm going to lose a lot, and it's going to take a long time, and that's okay, because it's all vicious mount progress, and I'm not giving up on my snail here. Vicious War Snail. I need this for reasons. What if I picked an alt and I was like, you are the snail rider, and that was its whole identity, and I for some reason needed that snail. Oh dear. How are you this fine evening? I'm doing all right. How are you? Great old time going the Pinterest rabbit hole collecting inspiration for my current artsy face. Nice. Broom's on the trading post. And it's the fill the bar reward this time, which I deeply appreciate because... Who's last tag? Are you last tag? No. Are you last tag? You're last tag. There you go. I don't want to spend tender on it. Okay. And then we're going to the Waking Shores to do the pet battle thingy. Free broom! Snail is very, very nice. Is that for doing PvP? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a rated PvP mount. Not for getting any particular rating beyond past 1,000, but it's kind of like the season participation mount. What do you want to spend tender on? I don't know yet. I will find out today. I shall fill my bar, get my broom. I'm going to get on the broom and look really cute for a while, and then probably cackle is on my to-do list. And then following that, I suppose we should go shopping. I suppose we should stop by the trading post and take a look at it and see if any of it looks good. Palibrius. Palibrius with 2 L's. Probably means something or another.
The river provides.
Begin.
On shall guide you.
I really like snails. I remember there were cutesy snails in the rock pools when I was a child. Not so keen on them eating everything I try to grow nowadays. Lettuce really has a tough time of it. Lettuce is like the chicken of the plant world in that everything just wants to eat it. It must be delicious to lots of things. Got credit for the Brewfest tokens and the 100 and 250 Dream Search Coalescence tasks. Why didn't I get credit for the Dream Search Coalescence? Maybe I didn't get enough of it. I did do some of it, but mine didn't seem to count retroactively. Collect 100. Yeah, no. Mine just says 11. Which, I don't know. Oh, we did a time rift. Although, 4 more would be quite a few. Okay. Hey, my book leveled up even though it died. I thought that wasn't a thing. Maybe they changed that at some point in the last 10 years. And then we're going back to Veldraken, yes? I can leave the Auchenbloom. I can. I don't need it. I don't need it. Current Dire Brew in the Dungeon Finder. It's 250. Holidays and events. Let me see. Complete the Great Nomercon run on a specific day. Hallows End. Where's the Brewfest stuff? 150 tendies. 150. Or 150 points, rather. But yeah, that's an easy one. We should do that. Okay. All right. We're gonna calm down. We're gonna turn in this quest. We're not quite done with the World Take here yet. Excited for the Grotto Netherwing Drake customizations. I hope they do more of those types of mounts. Log on a character that's the coalescence in their inventory. But I spent my coalescence. I earned it all and I bought a mount yesterday. What do you mean? Holy, that question mark always trips me up. Would you say you drive like you dragon ride? No, and I'm insulted at the premise. I dragon ride extremely distracted, and when I drive with the utmost focus and a mild amount of terror. I want to turn this in over here. There we go. And then it's time to get another egg, because we got Zalethkos. We get to keep that. I'm pretty sure we get to keep Polybrius too. And we need to go get an emerald egg. Where is it? Oh, at the Dragon Train. Silly question. Range DPS, priest druid healing lover. Love Holy Pally. I guess maybe I should do the Corn Dire Brew while I'm just getting my, I can do it while I'm getting my stuff back. I don't need anything from this. I even have the Brewfest saddle already, but I may as well do it for a quick tender. Luckily, branches are far less powerful on the road than on a dragon's back. Broom's out. I'm curious to see how Headless Horseman feels with the updates. Because holiday bosses have very much kind of become like a punching bag. And then we can leave the instance group. Moon's out, Broom's out. And I don't know if I mind it. It's a bit of just a slot machine, but the group content aspect of it where you're like with other people killing a boss is very arbitrary. Doesn't really matter all that much. So that definitely gave me 150. I think maybe if it was like your first kill and you got the bonus tokens or something, I don't know. I don't know where the extra 100 comes from. But, as okay, we're heading off to the shrine. Been playing Wrath. This event is so tedious to do, but the gear is nice. Green Whelp is adorable. I think it might be my favorite. Is it the last one? Do I have 4? I have red, blue, bronze, and black. So yeah, this must be the last one. There's 5 of them, I think. Which would make me maybe 3 or 4 days away from finishing Whelp Take Care. Might eventually one day get to the bottom of it. Oy, okie dokie. Give egg. And then you want me to hatch it. Yeah, that tracks. Is there like a shortcut I can take maybe? Got the saddle yesterday. Still no mounts. Yeah, I think people don't mind the easy encounters. I think that's true, too. Whelp dragon riding is so funny. How far do you get on whelp daycare in the PTR? I don't remember. I don't recall. I did some of it. I certainly didn't do all of it. I want the fast travel thing. And this way, yeah. You are traveling fast. Certainly faster than I do in hardcore. One of these days, I'm going to have a mount on one of those characters. My Warlock is 34. I think next week and maybe over my days off, I'll do some more Warlock leveling and try to get it closer to 40. I want to mount on somebody, although, is the Dreadsteed really the mount that I want? I mean, nothing says you can't also get another mount. It would just be an enormous waste of gold. And then that turns in back in Veldraken. Did I save my Hearthstone, or have I used it at some point today? I saved it. Wow, look at that. No, I don't record when I level off stream anymore. I've gotten cocky. Overly confident. I'm never gonna die. And I mean, so far I haven't. I've only died the one time that was on stream so far. What if one of the characters died, but I didn't tell stream, and I just made increasingly ridiculous excuses for why I couldn't log into it until the end of time? Alright, home sweet dirt. Loamy soil, ancient water, comforting ducky. Oh, so we have to go back. Alright, fine. Fine. Did some dungeons in retail last night for the first time in a while. By the end of it, it felt like part of my brain was leaking out of my ears. My fun, but my goodness, overstimulating. It's a huge... I had that same experience. It was a huge contrast coming from classic to going into like a retail key. Holy moly. Here they changed the Hallow's End boss fight. Yeah, we'll have to... I mean, it was testable. I just didn't test on the PTR. Hallow's End starts mid-month on the 18th. We'll have to take a look at it. My understanding is there's some kind of an optional hard mode that you can activate on an individual basis that presumably gives you access to some bonus reward. Especially bad if you're locked eye. Chat loves Hellgrave. I was going to go secretly level the exact same character and try and trick us into thinking you didn't do that. Which for anything but the Warlock you could probably do. Like the Hunter I could so-called recreate if needed, although I don't think I would do that. But the Warlock, because of the pet names, you know, you can't... I look at other Warlocks Voidwalker names when I'm walking around the world, and you would feel the loss of Hellgrave if Hellgrave was to eat it. You would know. The earth would shudder. Okay. This one. Biggest difference has always been gold. Going back to retail after Season of Mastery, getting scared looking at flight path prices. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe after 16 years, the Horseman will give me the mount. I try every year. Only mounted missing from holiday events. I hope this is your year. You might be able to hide pet names for a while. Possibly. I think the deception would push me over the edge. I'm not a big fan of guilt. It's doesn't sit well with me. Doesn't look good on me. I want loamy soil. Is there any that I can loot somewhere, or is it just dropping from these things? There's one. But after I finish my Sorodormi rep and my Whelp Daycare, I'm pretty much done with the done with my evoker outside of alchemy crafting. If she needs to make alchemy gold, then I'll certainly need to log back onto her, but that's something that's more alt-like. I'm doing coalescence on actually alts now because I want them to be able to just use their weekly piece of champion gear. Although, do I care? Maybe I'll just do it on my main. Make it easier. No. It's nice doing it on multiple different characters. I like doing it on multiple different characters. Because I don't know why. Then I would switch over strengthens. I wonder if most people actually look at the Warlock's pet names if they, the Warlock, is not a main. May needs the mount token things, though. That's true, yeah. She needs like 3 or 4 more, and then I can probably start doing it on alts. But you're right, I do need to do it on mains a little bit longer. So there's going to be water over there. This would be a nice place to live. It's pretty. Nice trees. Seems like a lovely climate. Doesn't seem too hot or too cold. Ancient water. There's the comforting ducky. Ah, I see. Thoughtgrave, my imp, Volnip. Just got the Brewfest Dragon Armor, my second attempt and first attempt at level 60. Nice, congratulations. Leveled off from 60 to 70 within a couple hours. Yeah, I heard alt leveling's really strong right now. It's awesome. I thank you for the 7-month resub. Cute hat. Yay for 7 months. Yay for 7 months. Thank you very much. I pulled it out of my drawer. I decided it was hat season again. There we go. Ancient water. And I'm good. Yes, we're going back to Veldraken. My Hearthstone is not up this time. So I might actually flight path it. Don't get me wrong, I have a dragon that I could use, but, you know, sometimes the dragon gets tired. You want to give it a break. Hi, can you send me to Veldraken? I'll pay the 4 gold. It's fine. Thank you. Is it chilly over yonder? It's a little cold in the mornings. It's like 10 degrees outside Celsius. It's not too bad in here. It might be like 19 or 20, which I guess is a little chilly, but I still got the coffee doing the work in front of me. But I think it's supposed to get up to like, I mean, I guess I can find out. Yesterday was like 17 and sunny during the day, so it did warm up like in the afternoon. It was just really cooling off at night. Yeah, it's 9 Celsius outside today. It's supposed to get up to 14 and sunny, but it's going to start raining by tomorrow. Meet friends later over for a beer on an outdoor terrace. You're really living that extended summer. Wish it was cooler here. For some reason, summer is back. 24 today, 26 tomorrow. Oh. Still at 80, which is 26 in Celsius. It's pretty toasty, pretty summery. I'm embracing my somewhat excessive collection of sweaters and hoodies and jackets and layerable shirts. I have them all in my closet, and I kind of want to like color coordinate them. He can't leave them on the back of a chair in Moose's room, though, because he'll decide that he wants to take it down from the chair and then carry it to his bed and then just gum on it for a while. And he doesn't really like chew holes in them, but he will get it very wet with slobber. Love spending time in my neighborhood. So proud of my hunter pet. It's holding aggro oppie. Finally. Very, very nice. Would you ever layer like Joey? I used to layer not exactly like Joey, but like 80% of the way there when I was going out in the snow as a kid. Or in like a real cold snap, I'll still layer like that. So if it's going to be like, you know, like 10 below, 20 below Celsius, below freezing for Celsius, for whatever reason, you know, like an Arctic outflow weather event or whatever, that's when I'll start putting on like the very base layer, and then the light pants, and then the heavy pants, and then the wind layer, and then you start walking around like the Michelin Man. I enjoy that because I really enjoy feeling prepared, but I will admit that it makes it a real pain to get undressed when you get home and you're trying to just like get comfy again. Peeling off a lot of layers, especially if your fingers are still kind of frozen, awful. No fun at all. It's a Joey from Friends. It's a reference to a Friends episode. Don't see 88 is too hot for a marathon. I would personally disagree. Looking forward to a few months of weather not trying to force me to not wear flannel. Do you have specific preferred colors of flannel, or is it just any flannel good flannel? Around here, flannel typically means plaid flannel. I'm not doing this question. You can't make me. I'm doing nest pieces placed in. Presumably the other one's going to be like right by the first ones? Yeah, it is. There we go. How's it going? Going pretty good. How's it going with you? I'm gonna turn this in. Any flannel, good flannel. I like the really fuzzy, warm ones. And it makes me want all of them. And I don't need any more. I have enough. I have enough. Every now and then I like to look at real estate listings of enormous homes. And sometimes they have like those enormous walk-in closets that have like a bench and then like a wall-sized mirror and it's like a room that's a closet. And I like to think, imagine if it was just like flannels and fleece and various warm, cozy layers and cute colors. You could just be a big marshmallow all year round. Inksy has some work orders to fill. Closets like that blow my mind. It's probably overwhelming. It's probably like the equivalent of having a, Netflix to watch and then you can't pick anything. To have that many clothes. I much prefer having something that is closer to a capsule wardrobe, so that my decisions of what to wear are not that complicated. But it does sound nice being able to, I don't know, spread them out nicely. Let everything breathe. I'm a big fan of having having nice hangers. I have wooden hangers because I think that they make my shirts and my jackets that I do hang up. I don't hang up all the shirts. I fold most of them, but anything that does get a hanger looks like it's in a store because it's on like a pretty wooden one. And then as long as I don't have too many things to hang up, then I have enough hangers for it. It's great. I need the tailoring table, I think. Gotta go eat lunch. Have fun, y'all. Would you ever go as far as I have 15 of the same monocolored shirt? I like variety too much. I appreciate the motivation of the do I have enough wilder cloth to like do these? Yep, sure do. I appreciate like the reasons behind doing the uniform thing, but I like having the uniform have different if my uniform is a t-shirt and sweatpants, I have like a couple different colors of sweatpants and then different like individual shirts. It's still basically the same outfit, but it changes a little day to day. I need that tiny bit of variety or self-expression. Although I could appreciate the benefit to filming continuity if you were on camera all the time, if you just looked exactly the same at all times. Actually, hang on a second. I might have a quest that wants me to do some of these. So you're a holiday enthusiast. You want me to make some robes. One of you is going to want me to do some crafting orders. Maybe up by the other thing. Yeah, one of you.
Welcome. You got a nose for a good deed.
Maybe. Maybe not. That's Ruby Feast. That's Miguel. He's going to give me some metal, which is nice. Too many things. Too many things. This is why I need to clean up quests that I made. It's impossible to find the one I'm looking for. And then that's going to be the Holiday Enthusiast again. Or the Ruby Feast again. They just keep putting up posters. Maybe I don't want a feast. Do I have any band shirts? No, I don't. All of my secondhand shirts are Largely wildlife based. I like vintage wildlife shirts, so that's typically what I'll seek out is shirts, especially if it's wildlife that's like Pacific Northwestern or Northern. So, you know, the moose, the polar bears. What else do I have? Fish, lots of good fish shirts. I think it started out because I was playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, and there's a fish shirt in there that's like a kind of ugly, like camo green shirt with like a fish on it. And I was like, that's the cutest thing in the whole world to wear going fishing, and just like in general. And I started wearing it a lot in Animal Crossing, and then I was like, well, I want a fish shirt in real life. So I like started looking online for like secondhand or vintage fish shirts, and I found a couple of them, and I started wearing those. And then I was like, well, this is the best. Why stop there? All right. Trading post wise, we have made it halfway through the bar. 9:39. Should I do like some cloth robes? Do I have the mats to make some surveyor's cloth robes? What do they want for those? Wilder thread. Spools of wilder thread. I need another 6 and I need them to be gold. Can I make thread? I must be able to make it. Simple reagent created by unraveling cloth. Dragon Isle's unraveling. Oh, I see. I'll just buy it. I'll just buy some. Wielder.
Ancient to trade needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic,
Differences between elks and moose? Yes, they are different animals. I've not met a moose, but my understanding is that they are different animals. I want this. Did you start fishing again after not doing it since childhood, or is it a recent hobby? The first one. I fished as a teenager. Like an older tween and a teenager, I would fish in my local like lake growing up. Mostly just on my own. I had a little, and I didn't really catch very much, to basically nothing. And I guess I would fish when my family would go, we went camping once, or like to a cabin on a lake, and I fished in that lake, and I caught like the teeny tiniest little fish, and then my mom cooked it because I was so proud of myself. But then I took a break for all of my adulthood until recently when I picked it back up again.
I will do my duty.
No. I have gotten confused. I have gotten lost. I have lost track of what it was that I was doing. I think I'm pretty much... I need 3 more... I mean, I'm doing this tailoring quest for reasons. You can also just buy the cloth robes. When I was buying thread, I could have just purchased, you know, the robes themselves. I might even be able to sell a few. Here, I'll try selling 1 for a profit. Just because I have extra mats, and then maybe I can sell 1 to somebody that's like doing this quest. For tailoring knowledge. And then I know I want to do solo shuffle. I think I'm procrastinating. I think that's what's happening here. Triggers, cloth robes. 999. No way. 35 gold.
if you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Learned appearances from other items. Yeah, I need 3 more of these elemental remains. Just so I can get that mag mammoth off my plate. The Dream Surge Zone is still Feldrazz's. There is a new batch of world quests up, so I could get more coalescence. The portal's not for another 15 minutes. What do I want to do here? Honor... Treasures in Niffin Caves, pet battles. I mean, that's an actually like super, super easy one. We're already 1 of 15. 5 time rifts. Here, we'll do the pet battles real quick. That's easy enough. What broom do you need? The new Eve's Ghastly Rider. Is that what they called it? Eve's Ghastly Rider. That is what it's called. It's the new Fill the Bar reward for the trading post for October. It's a broom mount. It's fantastic and spectacular. 4 advanced races quick. I think I'm just putting off my solo shuffling. They redesigned Resto Druid on me, and I did not really get the memo. I was not paying attention. And it's like the same season. I swear I started the season and I had a vague idea of what was going on, and then I've logged in more recently and I'm like, this is all different. It's changed everything. It's probably better now, but I'm still figuring out. At least I have the new talents. Ooh, Resto main, I don't like it. I just need to get used to it. I didn't expect them to redesign everything. I didn't expect it to get redone like that. Let's go throw Crispin in front. He can do some stuff, can't he? We're looking for pets to battle. And I'm not the only one doing it, so we may need to go a little bit farther afield. You can, for the trading post pet battles credit, you can just one-shot. Hello. That's not going to be a very effective one-shot. You can one-shot, is there any cats? Can I use a kitty cat? Where's Kira? Silver tabby cat. There we go. Various wild pets. What was changed? Beats me. Talents, abilities. There's like new talents. Some old talents are gone. Some of the buttons do different things than what they used to do. My PvP talents, at least one of them got rewritten. Maybe more of them. I do not know. Oh, yeah. I heard most Resto don't like it, but it's theirs now. Extra button to keep on CD that doesn't interact with your other hot synergy. You know what I want to see get some love? Archaeology. I miss archaeology a bit. I would like to see that brought back in the next expansion. Jeff, no. Shush. This is perfect and I would change nothing. Logging into my classic era character. Talents got reset. Has something changed there? I don't know. I mean, wouldn't it have gotten ported onto like a new server? Should they bring it back as it was or with a new minigame? I mean, I would check out any new games or additions they wanted to make to it, but I mostly just wanted exactly as it was in the most recent version of it, with just a wide spread of rewards with a wide spread of difficulties. I want some of the stuff to be easy gimmies and be kind of cool, and then I want some of the stuff to take like a medium amount of time and be kind of cool. And I want 1 or 2 things that are like only medium cool, you know, like transmogs or something, that just take an insane amount of time to get, that people can work on to flex how insane they are. You know, like that's what archaeology is to me, is a grinding platform. And I have disconnected. The thing I remember most about archaeology is doing a bajillion dig sites to get like the recipe out of the Canopic jar. I don't know if that's what I want to have happen again, but that's the memory, you know. I don't remember getting the weird mid-range blue BOE trinkets from BFA. Because those, A, were super easy, and B, they're very useful. It was just strange. Not as exciting, not as rewarding. You hope the RNG aspect leaves? I hope quite the opposite. I want it to be incredibly RNG, because if it's not RNG, it's boring. It's super, like, it's just data entry at that point. It's just a, you know, Fill up the sticker chart and then get a cup of candy. Farming every now and then for the blue bug mount from archaeology. Yeah. Yeah, I want a couple of things. And they shouldn't be like mounts or pets, I don't think, because I want it to be something that most people can feel okay ignoring. But that if you really want it... I did not try to collect every wad pristine, no. That was for an achievement. There wasn't any cosmetics associated with it as far as I could tell. Maybe a title? But they didn't put like a pet or a mog or a mount on it, I don't think. Am I at 15 yet, or am I still nearly there? Let me see, pet battles. 11 of 15. There we go. I like to having recipes. I want to be able to buy a metal detector, go to my local park, and find an ancient civilization. So you want to be that person. Alrighty. This kitty cat's cleaning up. I genuinely don't know what I'm gonna buy. I had something frozen. I think I might buy that big staff. That big pretty caster staff. It's a very magey looking thing, so I don't really know. I guess if I made a mage. I don't know. I think my fantasy if I made a mage would be to make a mage that's not very good at being a mage and who mostly just wears like regular clothes, and then, you know, that's her excuse for not doing very good damage. Should make a mage for the staff. Should make a mage just to have a mage and be able to collect mage tier. There we go. We got our 15 pet battles done. We are now 680 of 1,000. So if I do... Here, let's go back to Veldraken. If I do both of those PvP things, the 7,500 honor and the rounds of non-skirmish arena, which I think Solo Shuffle should count for, then I shall be done, I think. So let's warm up our fingers, kick back our feet. The Mechano Mage was moved on to the next realm in the Purge. She's gone now. Oh. It is a great consolation to me that this character is very pretty. Feel those stretching noises vibes. Along with Hazel Bro. Listen, it was the great consolidation. All right. How are we feeling? Do I want a different title? I'm running around as Amishan, but I don't really feel like the Amishan. I feel like what do I feel like? I mean, I could be rival. I got that. I could be soloist. Maybe next season I'll go for Battle Mender. Although I think I need to win like above a flat rating for that. Evaleria the Fearless, Patient, Insane, Tormented. Evaleria doesn't want to be here. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be a ball. Salty. No. Orc Slayer. Orcs on the team being like, oh. Fun gal. Crashin' Thrashin'. Baroness. No title. Just Evaleria. Alright, send her in. Rated. Shuffle. Go for it. That Shadowlands Season 2 crit. Not confident enough to enter an arena with Battle Mender. I want to know if that Battle Mender title would be character specific or account wide, because I would love to earn that on this character and then use it on Inksy just like healing keys and stuff. I'm surprised there isn't the Sleepy title. All my characters are now on Lightbringer. I'm just on Lightbringer. Kind of mage now would you roll? I don't know. Arcane? There must be a reason that I'm not really feeling it. Played a little hunter alt named Shroom. She always has the fun gal Shroom name going. Oh, that's nice. I was joking about playing a mage in hardcore just to find out what on earth they're doing, fire or frost. Yeah, I don't know. I did fire mage for a bit. I don't know why I don't want to be a mage. I think I just like the other classes too much, you know. A fail mage, aka warlock, yeah. Frost mage is a fun time. Mage is meh. I think it's the class fantasy that doesn't do it for me. I don't think it's the gameplay of the specs at all. I think it's just, I don't know. They can't heal. Hoping for ATT random mage here. You're right. I am gonna need one for the sake of transmog farming. Is there any spec that's like particularly good at farming old content? One with like more or less whatchamacallits? Prevoker. Destrolog. They changed anything else here? Travel forms really fast. Wild growth instant. Thorns. Reactive resin's the one that got changed. Efflorescence removing snares. Yeah. Arcane has more speed boosts. Imagine the pivot to AoE grinding Frost Mage in hardcore. That would be a real change. That would be different. How do you get along with Khadgar? I have his head in my pet journal. Oh, I've ironbarked again. It's a good thing I'm on the quiet tab. Preemptive ironbark. Oh boy.
Nullifying shroud.
They probably have no shroud on, so there's no
Chaos
sense
bolt.
in
Chaos bolt.
trying to do that.
Seduction. Fear. Chaos bolt.
I can't tell.
Chaos bolt. Chaos bolt.
Nope. Oh well. Random thing about jars. Did you ever get the bowl of glowing pufferfish? I didn't. I am pufferfish less. I have no pufferfish. Never too early to ironbark. Yeah. It's on my list of things to go back and throttle those Tortolans for. Alright. The important thing is that even if we lose, it'll be some amount of honor, which is working towards one of our trading post goals.
Nullifying shroud.
So there's really no sense in me doing that. I think I'm going to CC the Boomkin if I get an opportunity to.
Avatar.
But we don't want to leave this.
Cyclone shroud.
They're on the Boomkin now.
Avatar. Cyclone. Cyclone.
They did it. There's more than one thing to throttle the Tortolans for. I think it's mostly that. I think I got everything else from them. Hi, Hazel. Hello, Robert. How you doing? You could think glass half full. Consider yourself pufferfish free. Super cool. They finally added in the cloak and the cape that the box art dwarf hunter had on. Oh, I never thought of that. Alright, I'm like terrified of the Destro lock. Although this is a pretty sick transmog. But it's gonna be fun because I didn't iron bark in the starting room this time.
Nullifying shroud.
Or they're just gonna train the lock. Can I like dispel that?
Nullifying shroud. Nullifying shroud. Fear. Seduction. Chaos. Walk. Cyclone. Fear. Fear. Cyclone. Cyclone. Seduction. Cyclone. Chaos bolt. Shadow Fury. Fear. Nullifying shroud. Fear. Seduction. Fear. Nullifying shroud. Bolt. Seduction. Chaos bolt. Cyclone.
I'm pretty good at that.
Fear. Shadow Fury. Shadow Fury. Chaos bolt. Chaos bolt. Cyclone. Fear.
Oh. I misused my trinket.
Chaos
Oops,
bolt.
daisy. They won though. They finally did it. 40 to 50 kilograms of muscle. I have a feeling that would be an excessive amount of muscle. I don't know if I have the groceries budget for it. That'd be a lot of eggies. What broom do you mean? The Eve's Ghastly Rider Trading Post mount. Fill the bar reward broom. Okay.
Nullifying shroud. Fear. Fear. Metamorphosis. Fear.
Aw,
The
man.
hunt.
Where's my warrior? I lost him. I lost him. I lost him.
Shadow Fury. Chaos bolt. Chaos bolt. Chaos bolt. Seduction. Metamorphosis. Fear. Chaos
I have
bolt.
so many defenses to work through.
Chaos bolt.
Oh, no. Chaos bolt. It's dangerous. Dangerous out there. 40 to 50 kilograms of muscle. Moose, eventually. I want to show him on stream sometime soon. Kitty's asleep in here now, but if I ever get a day where Kitty's deciding to just snooze in the bedroom for the whole day, I did another meet and greet with them. We had them both chilling out very calmly in the bedroom. He leaves the cat alone without too much coaxing. It's the cat's food that he cannot be allowed to get close to because he will snarf it immediately.
Nullifying Shroud. Metamorphosis.
I'm going to try and play this one a little bit more.
The Hun. Nullifying Shroud. Nullifying Shroud. Nullifying Shroud. Metamorphosis. Cyclone. Cyclone. Cyclone.
Oh my goodness, I'm having such a hard time with my target! If I had that dispel faster, they might have gotten a kill. I do scroll wheel targeting, but sometimes I can't. My fingers are too wiggly. And I just scroll right past it. There we go. I think it's particularly bad on pet classes. Although we got our 3 wins, which is good. That'll mean Vicious met progress. Because I think my scroll wheel sometimes will... Yeah, it does scroll to their pet. But like it scrolls past it really fast, but it still sometimes messes up my target a bit. Really surprised no Traveler's Log events have to do with the time waste. And we have one more round left if we want to make it a 4 and 2, although that's not necessarily in my best interest to do.
Metamorphosis. Nullifying Shroud. Nullifying Shroud. The Hunt. Avatar. Metamorphosis. Sleepwalk.
Yeah, it's a targeting problem.
Avatar. Metamorphosis. Sleepwalk.
I'll let him sit that one. Nice. Alright, so that gave us 1400 honor, 232 conquest, a little bit of rating, which is negligible, but we want see where we're at. Do you get annoyed by the voicing of spells all the time? I find it helpful. You could certainly, it's an add-on, so you could disable it if you didn't like it, but I appreciate it. It helps me keep an eye on what's going on. So if I open that one, that one, some bonus marks of honor, and then some of these things that give you extra conquest. They kind of bribe you into healing Solo Shuffle, and by giving you a bunch of extra stuff. So if I'm sitting on 795, I can totally buy a pair of bracers, which means gear upgrade for me. I'm not quite geared yet. Haste Versa bracers sounds good. Plus, I need the transmog. Leather, those are crit Versa, haste Versa, yeah. And then I'll go buy like a leech enchant or something. Got a brand new appearance. Nice. I think, need feet and helmet for the rest of the basic set. We have 9 of 9 of the elite set appearances, but we just need feet and helmet left. I have crafted items, or rather I have an elite helmet that I got from Vault, and then I have a crafted item in my foot slots, so I have, I think my gear should be pretty good. I have 1 ring left that needs replacing. That's what I spend Conquest on next time. Let's get a Leech Enchant, Bracer, and then we want... What are we calling it? Rid of Devotion of Leech? Lava, thank you very much for the 14-month resub. Appreciate it. Devotion of Leech. Yeah, that's some good stuff. What's my arena rating? 17 and something. I'm just grinding at the Vicious Mount, though, so... And we're up to 35%. We're past a third. There's hope for us yet. I cracked 1800 long enough to get the Vicious, the Elite set, which is what I wanted, and now I'm not too worried about it. The broom that I'm talking about is this Eve's Ghastly Rider. If I fill up the rest of this bar, or just filling up the October Trading Post bar, it gets you this spooktacular mount that I need it. I must have it. I need another 5k-ish honor. Oh man, Solo Shuffle doesn't count for that one. Non-skirmish arena matches. Ugh, fine. Alright, well, I kind of want to crank out the honor. I mean, should I just give up on this whole business? It's going to take so long. Like, that was a win. It was a pretty good win. And that still took a while. And I might not even win that much. I don't know about that. That's not super fast. Did I at least get a second vault option? No! I need like another 32 honor to get a second vault option. Ugh. Leech can proc off of healing. I don't do BGs as a general rule. I want to find something else to do then. So we need 420 points. We are swearing off of that. What else sounds fun? What else sounds fun? Some of this stuff was pretty reasonably easy. Darkmoon Fair, wear a fish head to dungeons. Use the dungeon finder tool to complete a dungeon while wearing a severed crimson scale head fished up on the Darkmoon Fair island. I mean, that just sounds like fun. All right. I'm not saying it's efficient. I'm saying that I want to do it. Let's go fishing. Oh, it's my favorite chat in the world. Hi, Scarlett. How you doing? The shuffles. Oh, man. Didn't notice. Forgot we're in October. Efficient. Yeah. Something like that. That'll be 100 points, and then we'll go back to the drawing board and figure out what else we want. Feels so great to ride on my mage. So, I'm gonna spec healing, because that's my plan. That's my big plan for getting through the dungeon, is I'm just gonna do like a random Dragonflight heroic as a healer. But first, we need the fish head. So we need to go to the Darkmoon Fair. I could also fish 100 fish up in Pandaria, or 50 fish in Pandaria, but that'll take a while. That would take a while. Actually, you know what? The Gathering Quest is a really easy one. I'm just going to log on to Crinkle and buy some ore. That should get me that 100 points with no trouble. So just one sec. Favorite chat is Sleepy, speaking personally. If Mob Classic comes in, would you play? Only if they do hardcore. Wonder if the fish heads are in the auction house. But I want to fish it up. I want to go fishing. Valdraken. The events special? Ironforge. Honored hero outside of Ironforge. I don't actually know where the honored heroes are. This is one of my characters that has mining, so she should be able to pop by here-ish and get 7 silver draconium ore. The
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
15 gold there.
If you find anything exotic, bring it.
Handy mailbox right here. There's so many mailboxes in modern WoW compared to classic. It's crazy. There we go. That's what I wanted to do there. And then does anyone like buy Ironforge? For some reason that got me farther than I thought it was going to. Might be down to play MOP. Quit after a month when it was current. Think I would like it in hindsight. My memory of early MOP was it taking a... It required an obscene amount of daily quests. They had just uncapped the amount of daily quests you could do, and they had different factions. They had like the Anglers and the Shadowpan and like the Golden Lotus people and whatever, and you had to go do dailies with all of them because they all had gear. Maybe not the Anglers, but they had gear on their vendors, and the best way to get geared for raiding early on was to do just like hours of dailies every day. And I remember that being kind of a bummer. I want to go to Ironforge via Borellis. So many chores in MOP. Yeah, I liked Half Hill, but I liked doing it kind of after the fact. Gathering was fun. Archaeology was fun. Pets and Treasures was fun. Ironforge. Happy you're playing Priest and Gnome as well. So you didn't love the Mogu aesthetics? Yeah. Yeah, it was fine. It was alright. I like the Cloud Serpent stuff. That was good. So they said outside Ironforge. I have no idea where this is. Bow at an honored ancestor or hero outside of Ironforge, which makes me think it's going to be out front. Honored. Is it at the gates? Like right here? Oh, yeah. Look, there we go. Slash bow. There we go. 980. Okay. Perfect. I still need some points for which I can do the fish head thing. I want a good excuse to do the fish head thing. I like this outfit. It feels cute. What else did I do in MOP? Some amount of fishing. No, that was the wad fishing that I'm thinking of for the Water Strider. There was also the MOP one. Timeless Isle. Timeless Isle was alright. Timeless Isle was fun. It was very there was a lot of competition at the time. It was very much a little Korthia-esque in like the race to make it to the various like the bosses and stuff that were up before they died. I remember.
You need something? Be careful.
Wasn't the biggest fan, very rat racy. Yeah, the Half Hill farm I thought was cute. I did that on... I actually kind of burned myself out in that a little bit. I did it on a lot of different characters to make gold. I was planting a lot of just materials to sell, and it was a little grindy. Okay. Do I have fishing? I must have fishing. Dragon Owl's fishing only 15? I don't need a fishing rod. I was looking in my bags. I was ready to go pull one out. So, we need either a... And I think they have a pretty high drop rate. I could also literally just ride the roller coaster and get my points. Genuinely. Speak to outside. Complete the quest honoring a hero. Oh well. Where's the fun in that? Something, something, something. Put on a fish head. Wear a fish head to dungeons. Severed Crimson Scale head or severed Azure fin head fished up on Darkmoon Isle. Listen, this is going to be worth it, alright? I do have a Legion Artifact fishing pole. I don't carry it around with me, though. I feel like I decided to stash it in my bank. I just caught a sea pony. I just first cast caught a sea pony. Do those sell for anything good? Let me see. Pet journal, sea pony. Put in cage. They can't possibly. That's so funny. She got a sea pony. Sell sea pony. I will take 15 gold for it. Can't say I worked very hard for it. Oh, you could do the Darkmoon Fair quest for a fishing skill. Use that as an excuse. I could. Keep putting on an action bar to be able to swim faster. Why does your gnome look angry? Is she mad? Oh. No, that's just... She's just living her life. Oh, hey, we got a sealed crate. And we got our fish head. We got a severed azurefin head. Duration 24 hours. Which is pretty good. What's in the crate? Some crunchy frogs and firewater and... Yeah, alright. Okay. Random heroic. Send me in. It just said LFG dungeon, so maybe you could do Core and Dire Brew. But, like, where's the fun in that? Oh, let's try it. It'll be a fast queue. If this doesn't give me credit, then I can do, if this doesn't give me any credit, then I can do a different thing. So pumped for this month's trading post reward. I've wanted a broom forever. Firewater is worth selling. Let me see. Let's see what your definition of worth selling is. Oh, yeah, actually. Deafness allows you... Yeah. It gives you 15% deafness for an hour. That's pretty good. See, look, we found the new gold farm. You go fishing. 90 gold. Anyone want my frogs? I got crunchy frogs. We did the corn activity already. So this might be redundant. The Darkmoon Dagger Maw I feel like people also buy for, like, the quest. It's so weird to me whenever I see an item that's also in Classic because it reminds me that this game is built on the ashes of the other game. They seem like such different things, but, you know, every now and then I remember and I'm like, oh yeah. I could go do some of those, well, not really. This quest got kind of replaced in the Cataclysm, but you could do something. Why don't I spend more time like this? You could farm these and then save them. Isn't the Darkmoon Fire fun? No need to hate it. Listen. What if all I have left to me is my hatred? Let me stew in it in peace. Why resent Kata? So it burned down the vanilla game. Firewater goes way up if you bother waiting a couple weeks, which I'm too lazy to do. Yeah, the fish heads have a 24-hour duration. I don't know. Oh, I see. Once you fish them up, they would have a 24-hour duration. It only has an hour-long buff when you wear it. Well, that's no fun. You can't put a barrel in my head. There's a fish. They barreled the fish. They canned it. They preserved it for the market. And that did work. The Corn Dire Brew counts for the fish head thing. So that's good to know. I think that should have done us. Have you heard the fish head song? I can't say that I did. They last longer than 24 hours in your bags. I see. There. Well, I must leave that on for a while. I got a Darber remote. I don't know if I had one of those on this character or not. I don't need the prize tokens. We can delete those. We must be done. We are done. It's time to go shopping. I don't know why I don't have a teleport cloak on this character. I think I must have either stashed it in my bank or vendored it. We can just go back the old-fashioned way. What you gonna get? I don't know yet. Something. We'll have to go shopping. It's time. I was about to say the get in losers line, but I don't think I can call you guys losers. Can't do it. Do you sell everything as you get it? I think I cleaned up her bags recently because I was in the mood to declutter. So I went through her bags and I got rid of as much stuff as I could. There is a few more things I could stand to get rid of. That actually, despite my noodling around in solo shuffle, did not take very long. I've only been live for an hour and 25 minutes. And Whelp Daycare also didn't give me any progress towards it whatsoever. So it's a really easy bar fill this time around, especially if you do it now. Because you can take advantage of a couple of the different holidays. So that's nice. Make the remote a toy so I don't have to waste a bag slot. I want to get my teleport cloak back. I miss it. So we get all our tender. We get our new broom. Ha ha ha. The preferred transportation of the Fenler family. Magical. It's everything I wanted it to be. I want to know what the mounting animation is. Do you think it's going to be like instant in Hallow's End and then a cast time the rest of the year? No, it's got a cast time no matter what. Okay, so it doesn't have a special mounting animation. You're still just kind of like, you know, making a ball of Play-Doh. May even replace the Lucid Nightmare as the default mount. Yeah, it's pretty good. So, how much tender do I have? What do I have frozen and what do I want? These are the real questions. I have 1,150 tender. And I have this Fel Crystal Scorpion still frozen. Have not bought it. I keep freezing it. Oh, man. This is a mount. It's an infernal mount. I have so many infernal mounts. I heard instant during the holiday. Rumors, wow. Who knows? I have this pet already, which is nice. That saves me a little bit. Corrupted Blade Fist. Don't need that. The Bony Brim keeps the light out of your eyes. I don't need that. I might need this. That must be one of the popular items. It's just, it's such a mage thing. And I'm so not a mage. But it's pretty. There's some glaives that are not for me. That just reminds me too much of the, it's a cool staff, but it reminds me too much of the heirloom staff. Druid weapons. Which are pretty cool. That's a pretty cool staff. But 500. And then these are Death Knight weapons. That's not for me. Although, again, pretty cool. Gilded Draken and Morningstar. It's like a Dragon Soul recolor, right? Death Knight stuff. Druid stuff. That's actually cool. That's sick. But I don't play enough Demon Hunter. I do have the Infinite Ball already. I wonder why it said a Horde toy. I bought that on the black market auction house for a ludicrous amount of gold. I never did get this stuff. I didn't buy it, so I could spend some amount of tender to get these things. Although, I'm honestly not going to wear the hood. I'm also not going to wear that. It has Beowog etched on the backside. That's cute. Offhand. Another witch's hat. I feel like we have witch's hats. It would go with the broom very nicely. It's a high res of the heirloom one? Oh. Buy the mount, save your tenders. You can get 2 mounts next month, probably. 650, 650. So I can't even afford the 2 mounts that I've... Like, I couldn't afford to get both these. I could afford to get one of the 2 mounts. Gleaming mail tabard. It's kind of cool, but it's still a tabard. I feel like that actually has some more transmog potential, though. It looks like it might work as armor. And then I've been not bothering with these. Don't need that. That's pretty cool, but I'm not really a cape girl. Wine-soaked hammer. The game fell apart after the second wicket. Yay, we can, if we freeze it. It's just Drape of Endless Twilight. And then I have the Merchant's Tunic already because I like that. So, like, there's two mounts. I think what I want to do is I want to finally buy the Scorpion so I can stop having it frozen. And then maybe freeze the other mount just in case. But I might be okay to just let the other mount not happen. I could also exactly, if I wanted to totally drain my tenders, buy the staff and the Scorpion and then freeze the mount. I might do that. Alright, I want to stop looking at this thing. I'm buying it. New mount for me, and then I can either buy the staff or let it go and save my 500 tender. Freeze the staff? If I didn't buy it last month and I didn't buy it this month, I must not want it. Yeah, it is the staff from last month. It had a 60-day duration for some reason. Scorpion from the Rifts. I don't think so. I don't think I do. You know what? I want to do, I want to go do the Dream Search. I'm going to just sit on that for now. I think I might save the tender. If I want to do the Dream Search, we need to go to Veldraken ASAP. And then fly over to the thingy. Better use for the tenders. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think I want mounts and pets. Especially pets. And every now and then I see a transmog piece that I just must have. So my logic is that if I'm on the fence about it, then I should save my tender. Tender are too valuable to spend them on just anything. I did want that Scorpion, though. I've been looking at it for months. Oh, my broom can't fly. The little phylactery pet originally, I think a TCG item. I think that was... The little XT and KT were both doubly available, one from shop and one from trading card game. There were 2 versions of each of them, and I think the one they're giving away is one of them. I actually don't know which one. I want to say TCG, but I could be wrong. Broom can't fly. It can't dynamic fly. It can't dragon ride, certainly, at this time. Do you know in Rematch, start a pet fight. Notification of there's no upgrade pet for me. No upgrade pet. I'm not familiar with that. I'm sure it's a setting that you could adjust, or it might have to do with, your collection and what the team is asking for, but, I haven't seen that. I don't know. Okay. So far, all the Trading Post class armor has been horrible. You think? I guess I haven't purchased any of it. I think the fact that it's not an entire set maybe puts me off a little bit for how expensive it is. Like the Druid one for Alliance. KT is suggested in a lot of fights still. Oh. Watching the broom do the dragonflight animations would be quite funny. It's just like, whoa! I can do it! Did it already? No. It's because we're still on stage 1. Do people put together groups for these? Pre-made, custom, find a group. Dream Surge, Rare Farm. Dream Surge Rares. Oh, people put together Dream Surge Rares groups. That makes sense. That checks out. Is there any chance that I'm gonna get 3 charred elemental remains from doing this last boss? That would be pretty neat. Then we could just, like, get them out. What are the odds of that? Yes? Okay. Alright, I'm holding up hope then. I know last time it didn't work like that, but maybe I'll get lucky. It could happen. I want to get on. I want to try out my my scorpion mount too. We spent 650 tender on it finally after all these months. I want to ride my fell crystal scorpion. How many mounts do I have? 807. It's coming along. Yeah. Got 5 a lot of times? It is possible. Okay. I feel like so much has changed since I left. It's only been like 2 patches. They've certainly added a ton of stuff onto Dragonflight. Makes sense to save up a bunch of fish and herbs, sell them on patch day. Yeah, and people will do that. Part of the trouble, though, is that you're not the only one with that idea, so the benefit of it will be flattened a little bit by how many people are trying it. And then also, you're going to be competing with everybody else that's also trying to sell them on that day, so you might need to relist quite a bit. But the prices certainly do jump up with patch and raid releases. They also do so on a smaller scale, week to week on reset day as people start going in and raiding again. So you can absolutely take advantage of that. So here's somebody with that new mount. Do I like it? I don't know. Let me look at my infernals. We have Fellblaze, Frost Shard, and Hellfire. Are they basically the same thing? Yeah. Ish. These are mounts that I never, ever, ever ride. What zone would you say is best for herbing and mining? It's probably a right answer. In Dragonflight? Feldrazus is nice because you can overload. There's more order nodes that you can overload to get extra. Like there's Titanic nodes you can overload to get extra order to sell, which is usually fairly valuable. But it's been a long time since I've checked. I like the Waking Shores. What's my rarest mount? Let's see if we can find out. What was the answer last time? It used to be that the Zareth Mortis mounts used to be some of the rarest mounts. Like, just not a lot of people had gone and done them for whatever reason. So if do I have my Mount Journal enhanced? I don't know if I do, actually. No, I need to turn it back on. I have an add-on that can actually sort them by rarity. 2 charred elemental remains and a Dreamband mail belt. I need 1 more! I need 1 more! Ugh. Alright, well, it's only 10:30. We can try again at 11. I'm just going to leave my gnome right here. Anons. How much coalescence did you have? 31? Before you get 3 in the last one. I know, right? Zareth Mortis mounts usually 1 to 2% or less. So if I'm sorting rarity, sort by rarity, yeah. So the Duskwing Ohuna, actually, which is the Dream Surge Coalescence mount that you buy for 1k stuff, according to Rarity Raider, and I don't know how often they update their database, but according to Rarity Raider, this is the mount that I have that is collected by the least amount of players currently, at 0.01%. The Glory of the Aberrus Raider mount is next at 0.13%, and apparently only 0.19% of players have the Big Slick in the City mount, the pink snail, according to Rarity Raider. Need to update the database more? Do you know how often they do it? Is it like a weekly thing, or pink snail is great? Because, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of these around, so I do believe that it's fairly uncommon. It used to be that the rarest mounts were the hardest to get mounts, and that's not really the case anymore. I think a lot of mount collectors kind of burned out on trying to do everything, and it's a pretty small subset of people that do the new ones as soon as they're available. And not as many people as you'd think. The stuff that's older, even if it is quite rare, that's been in the game for a long time, is collected by a much higher amount of profiles. Yeah, newest mounts are the rarest. What else do I have? Yeah, Time Rift mounts, Igneous Shellwing, and the Boulder Hauler from Zerlik Cavern are pretty up there. Even the Gooey Snail Elemental. Auto 0.59%. Yeah, the mod adapted Raptor is still pretty, like, even an expansion later, that one's still a pretty low amount of people that have it. Fewer people have that than, oh, you know, people did they give this away or what? Did they give that one away or did I buy that one? I don't remember. I think they might have given that one away. And then this thing. This is a Shadowlands mount that was just really annoying. It's just a pain in the booty to get. All right, I'm leaving Inksy by her portal. Should I do another solo shuffle while I wait? We did our trading post. We got our broom out. I want to do the portal again for another Mag Mammoth. Solo shuffle takes like, what, 20 minutes or so? Ember Court is now a daily event, not weekly. That change is actually coming in 10.2. That is on the PTR, but it is not, or data mined from the PTR, but it's not in the game live just yet. I want to get back on this one. TCG Bird with a Twitch drop. Yeah, that sounds right. They're telling me my rarest mount is the Secrets of Azeroth achievement mount, which cannot be correct. I believe that to be correct. I think that the amount of people that actually got those secret mounts is probably pretty small. I'm a collector. I haven't done it yet. Plus it required, from what I understand, a number of steps that were pretty involved. And if you're not somebody that follows fan sites and whatnot, you could have very easily have missed the whole thing or just not gotten past the puzzles. I think I forgot to pick up a weekly. Is this the barbershop? No, this is the PvP area. What do you want me to do? Sparks of life, gross. What do you want me to do?
Oh, it's you.
Proving solo, there we go. I should have picked this up ages ago. Oops. Oops. Yeah, well, rated shuffle, send me back in. We're not doing honor and random battlegrounds. I'm not world PvPing, and I'm not doing Sparks of Life either. Macy does. Thank you very much for the 19-month resub. Moose submojis soon. It's one of the things on the list, although I cannot make any promises as to when. I want to do a Moose meet and greet soon, or well, I want to bring Moose into here to show on stream camera at some point. Need a day when Miss Kira's not sleeping in here. How can your mounts show rare color? It's a collection add-on. It's a Mount Journal enhanced add-on. We would be okay with that. Yeah. Would that be cool? You could probably do it with Miss Kira in the room as long as, I mean, I've done greets with him in the room and her on the chair, and they're fine as long as they're both being offered food. All right. So I got 20 minutes and I want to spend it shuffling. We are at 35% towards this Vicious War Snail, and I want to just keep cranking along at this. Plus, you know, in the meantime, we're also getting all kinds of, marks of honor. We can save those up for different transmog caches just to get pure transmog amounts. And I need another like 525 conquests to buy a ring to finish my set. I'm PvP at a level 449. I'm not quite done yet with my gear. I do still keep fishes. I have an aquarium in my kitchen. And I did claim the Z-Pow Tiger Pet from Prime Gaming loot. I think it is safe to delete extra charred element remains if I have them out. 3 questions I knew what the answers to. I'm on a roll. Okie dokie. Couple of melee. And an enemy Resto Druid. Doesn't happen every day.
Cyclone. Evasion. Cyclone. Cyclone.
No! Oops. Oh well. Mond Raptor, still considered a really rare mount. Got mine, what a grind, but so worth. It's a pretty bird. Keep thinking about coming back to WoW, haven't played since BFA. It is different now, but there is no shortage of things to do. There is no lack of things to do. Plus, I think the endgame content is super fun. If you enjoy raiding or Mythic Plus, I think that there is lots of delightful things to do. Teams are both mixed faction. The flag colors are random. So I have an orc windwalker and a human warrior on my team. Plus the teams get shuffled every time. I want
Cyclone. 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 Polly.
I shifted to Polly. I did it for once in my life. This never. Aw. I walk right into the druid. This never happens.
Cyclone.
I'm historically very poor at that. Okay.
Cyclone.
Why have I opened up all the things random?
Polly.
That's not what I meant to do at all.
Cyclone.
You could argue that my keybinds are a little bit iffy. I wonder what target they're on.
Cyclone. Polly. Polly. Cyclone.
Oh, they got some good cross CC. My warrior is in trouble.
Cyclone.
Warrior's a blue
Polly.
square.
Polly.
Nope. Go trees, go. Does having mixed faction teams ruin your immersion with the game? Happy about the amount of content and feel a little overwhelmed with what to do next? Yeah. Winterpelt Furbolg language skill. I thought that it was related to reputation levels, but I could be completely mistaken. Spellbook, same section as racials?
Cyclone. Cyclone.
No! My plank! I was so proud of that. I stealthed when he was coming for a CC on me, and then I stunned him, and I was feeling really good about myself, and then my teammates almost died. I really hope he blew his stun there.
Cyclone. Cyclone.
Oh, I thought that it was over.
Cyclone.
It was not over. I just need to fix that keybind.
Cyclone.
Ay ay ay.
Cyclone.
What is going on here?
Cyclone.
Nope. Happy first of spooky month. Hope you're well. Happy spooky month. Must have that broom. Thought the same. I've got it now. It was a pretty fast month for filling up the bar. I was pretty happy with that. I do have the Violet Proto Drake. It has the side effect of making me a little bit ambivalent whenever holidays come up because I'm like, well, I have enough meta achievement. What else do I really need? Arena matches last longer than I remember. It depends on your team and comp and rating and yada 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 yada.
Cyclone. Avatar. Cyclone. Avatar. Cyclone.
So they got swords. I would love to see them continue to hit the warrior, yeah. This is a really silly place for me to cast this because I could easily get kicked, but nobody did, which is nice.
Cyclone.
Oh no, they're healing him. Although it was with Karma, so I understand. There's swords again. Can you kill him through swords? You can kill him through swords. Good job, team. Hazel, they finally gave us a broom. I'm so happy. Is arena gear still a thing? Yeah. Your PvP gear has the special effect of scaling higher in PvP. So epic arena gear is going to scale up to 450 in arenas and battlegrounds. Which, as I understand it, is good. Gladiator Loss is the add-on that speaks to me. There's a link to it in my add-on spreadsheet. Gladiator Lhasa.
Avatar. Cyclone. 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 Polly. Polly. Cyclone. Cyclone.
I dislike games like this.
Cyclone.
I don't like getting trained.
Cyclone. Avatar. Cyclone. Avatar.
It's really annoying. I have another master's interview on Tuesday. Anxiety's at a peak. Like, why is the interview 5 hours? Holy. Thought the ping system would be used more often in PvP. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody pinging. But maybe they are and I'm just not noticing it. Perhaps. But the good news is that this solo shuffle match has lasted approximately the perfect amount of time, so that our I have a feeling this is gonna be another one of the same.
Avatar.
What am I spec'd into instead of Tiger Dash?
Cyclone. Efficient. Cyclone.
Oh, it worked. Solo shuffle run 6 of 12. I am expecting something instead of Tiger Dash. I keep trying to Tiger Dash and it keeps being a regular dash, and then if I'm spec'd into Wild Charge, then that's upsetting for everybody because I have not been using it. Tiger Dash. I am spec'd into Wild Charge. I just prefer. I'm gonna switch it. I prefer Tiger Dash. Wild Charge is better. I just don't care. I want to. Yeah. All right, I'll do it next time. At least now we definitely have 2 vault options open for next week. So maybe if we're lucky, we'll get the helmet. Am I happy with my got honor conquest? Yeah, we don't need to go shopping just yet. I feel sad sometimes when I run across slain animals in WoW. Realize they're just pixels. Do quests all the time. It's fine. You're thinking of Skull Bash, I believe. I think. I want to gaze upon Barnacles and pat his tummy for luck. I want to get back on Inksy and cross our fingers that we get at least 1 Charred Elemental Remains for doing the next Dream Surge portal. Do you think it could be like the Guisen Elemental where sometimes it gives you 0? 3 max level druids? Yeah, and I kind of want another one. I was leveling a troll for a hot minute before I got really into hardcore WoW. You know, sometimes they're for decoration. Anything to do around here while I'm waiting? I guess I could score some goals for some coalescence. Barnacles, like the Buddha. Never had less than 1. WoW had also says 1 to 3 guaranteed. Okay, good, because I have 19, so this next one should give me amount. Should be renewed bag mammoth time. So many max level shamans and druids. Okay. Oh, I still have the button on my bar. From last time I did this quest. Who knew I was getting a Talon Toss perma keybind? This one's actually kind of fun. I loathed it at first because I did not understand what was going on or how to make it work. But now that I've got, I don't know, a button plus some idea of what it is, it's actually kind of nice. Not too bad. Loved this world quest was my extraction mind keybind would actually work. Yeah, for some reason they want you to use a different button that they only put up once you've got the ball. Couldn't tell you why, but what are we going to get for doing this? Is it a rep situation? It is. Valdrac and a cord rep.
Great
Here we go.
choice. With everyone honing their skills, we
What's
may
this
be
one?
able to bring back
Disrupt the
tournaments
encampment. Oh, okay.
once more.
I suppose while I'm waiting we can do that. Wait until the 100% gold bonus of Dream is on. Every gold quest gives around 2k. Yeah, I heard that it like randomly, but because of the way they've decided to do math, I've heard that that bonus triples them. But it also, I was reading that it's kind of annoying to, I don't know, it's just annoying to catch it up if you're not in the mood to like check often. Because it's not always an option to vote for, and then even when it is, it's not always voted for. And then it's only the gold world quest that it would be affected by it. But super good raw gold if you do catch it up, especially if you have a bunch of alts that can do those quests. Should we start a petition to have a heroic warfront solo queue? Be my guest. You're not the only person looking for it. You are far from the only person that wants that. I know a lot of people want to be able to farm the Mog and stuff out of there. So jealous you got that Drake transmog. I'm pretty blessed. Pretty lucky. In this case, I was lucky to have a friend that got lucky that didn't really want it for themselves and wanted to give it to me. I don't know how many attempts. I raided the whole season. And then I did some extras because I was trying to get the Evoker Legendary that never dropped. Hi. Okay. Can I take a whole platform of this stuff? I had one Evoker in LFR. He got the Legendary and the Mount. Oh. I'm assuming somebody else in your group. I was so salty about the Legendary thing. I rated... One moment, please. On Heroic. I killed Heroic Sarkareth every single week after they added Bad Luck Protection, including the week that they added it. I didn't skip a week. The week that my raid took a break for Comic-Con, I pugged it. And right up until my raid, you know, a couple weeks ago, they called it for the season, and it just never dropped for me. It dropped for the other Evoker in our raid finally, but it just didn't want to happen. And I decided, you know what? I've always been a priest. I've never been an Evoker. It's not true. You can't prove it. What's that stream intro? Never heard of it before. This tune is item level 429. I had half-hearted ideas about gearing it up for before next season because this is going to be my main for season 2. But I'm just going to get new gear next season, and I guess I can't be bothered that much. So I've done a few keys here and there. I need like a ton of Worms Crests if I really want to get everything upgraded. I've got lots of champion and hero gear. It's just not all fully upgraded, and then my crafted items are all 424. So they would need to be recrafted with like enchanted Worms or Aspect Crests if I wanted to make them any better. Do you think our dragon mounts will be relevant in the next X-Pack? Complicated question. Maybe? I imagine that moving forward in new expansion zones, they're going to give us the option to dynamic or static ride. I bet you they're gonna give you the choice. I hope so. Aren't Shadow Priests massively nerfed? I don't know. I'm going to be a Holy Priest, but I also don't usually follow class balance too closely. I find it's usually overblown and doesn't typically impact the fun that I'm having on any given character. What staff mod are you using? This is the Trader's Post Priest Weapons staff. I'm sure it's a recolor of some other staff that's available in game from like an old raid or something, but I actually bought the Priest Weapons from the Trading Post. LFR gear is going to be 441. Yeah, but LFR is not available at the same time as regular raid, so if I wanted to get a boost, like a leg up before raid, there's an argument to be made for getting more gear. I just don't know how important it is to me. Confirmed, you will main a priest. Confirmed. You heard it here first. None of the weapons are recolored? Oh. Are you team dynamic or static flight? I prefer flying with dynamic flight. I want there to be static flight for the people that want it, but for myself, I would rather dragon ride, given the option to. Alright, 1 mag mammoth for me. I need 250 coalescence if I want to get a 250 coalescence if I want to get a pet. I want Cheddar. I want Cheddar the orange lobster. I think that's great. Makes me think of snack crackers. Wouldn't that make most of our regular mounts redundant? I think they're modifying many of the mounts to allow them to do either. Certainly not all of them, and only redundant if you were committed to static. I don't know. Dances with Cats with a 7-month resub. Hi Hazel, hello! Long time no see. Hope things have been going well with you. How are you? If you have time. Want the Mage Tower book to be dragon riding? Oh man, that would be good. Imagine it flapping its pagey wings and soaring through the skies, gaining altitude. It'd be so good. Beautiful. Okay, so. New mount. Mag mammoth. Mag mammoth. There we go. 2 new mounts today, right? Because I bought the Trading Post one. 3 new mounts today, because Trading Post bonus, Trading Post purchase, renewed mag mammoth, plus a new mount yesterday. I believe the Mage Tower is still available. They made it available outside of the time walking rotation, so you can work on it anytime. He's majestic. He reminds me of the Heffalumps from Winnie the Pooh, because they had kind of some oozy woozy effects. Who's man with you calling tiny? Okay. I have some more Dreambound stuff I can send off. Now what am I doing? It's 11:07. Should we just try and finish our shuffle weekly at least? We're making some progress. I definitely didn't get any progress the last round because we didn't win, but I feel like we could get that to 37. It's going okay. Let's take a short break first. Let's go back to town. Take a short break. Best mount add-on? Embarked on a quest to get the 500 mount achievement. I mostly use fan sites, like third-party websites, to figure out what mount I want to farm next instead of add-ons. All the things is helpful sometimes, but I mostly check things like Simple Armory or Data for Azeroth. I like Simple Armory best for seeing which mounts I don't have and picking out which ones I want to work on. Hi, kitty. I will be right back. I found a kitty cat. Things are going good. Hope the cat and moose are doing well. They're good. What broom does Hazel eat? You want to see it? We got it today. Eve's Ghastly Rider. That button. That button. Fish head not included. That was a separate thing that I am now unwilling to take off. Oh no. Wait. Come back. Hi, Hazel. Hello. Currently have a doggo asleep at my feet. I gave my doggo a bit of ice to mouth on because he's got some teeth that are bothering him right now. He's like playing with his ice cube. He's so cute right now. He's cute all the time. He's just such a big baby. Holy moly, he's an enormous baby. And he's just real sweet and cuddly. He's like the very best dog to give a big hug to. Alright. Doggos love white cookies. I want this character. Yeah, we're cranking this out. I'm proud of us putting some things in. How you doing? I think you can't hate the dog too much because you get so many of your licky treats, and all you have to do is sit within 5 feet of the dog. And you're like, all right, as long as he stays over here and I get to continue consuming my tuna gravy. This suits me quite well. She doesn't actually mind if he comes really close, and she doesn't really mind if he licks her. She just doesn't want to get stepped on, which is reasonable and fair. Rated solo. Send me in. Hi. It's a pretty sweet deal. I want Moose to sleep in the bedroom with us. Not in bed, but on his own bed in the bedroom. So we've been amping up the cat and dog meet and greets so I can hopefully get them integrated because I'm sick of the gate. We're all sick of the gate. Yeah, they've been spending we've been doing supervised visits and helping to train Mr. Moose to respect the cat and to be calm around the cat. And he's doing really good. But he's also a hurricane puppy. He's just like a nuclear fusion ball of energy. So it's kind of mood dependent. Wait till they learn to cuddle together. I'm not going to hold my breath. I think my impression from her is that she thinks dogs are stinky and she doesn't like them. She doesn't she's not afraid of them. She just wants them to stay away from her. But perhaps it'll be different with this dog. He loves you. He likes you very much. I think he just wants to look after you. He definitely thinks you're part of his pack. Ellie has climbed up me and demanded I hold her while she naps. Kind of dog, GSD Husky. I actually got his DNA test results back, and I want to use those to make we need an October member video, so I'm going to put that together today, I think. Does she know dogs are a different entity? I don't know. She's never lived with a cat, at least not as an adult. She has lived with a dog before, so I don't really know what her impression of them is. Oh, I forgot to change my talent. I guess I'll just do it next time. What do we have here? Melees. Yeah. And a holy paladin.
Avatar. Metamorphosis.
Oh, that'll work. Ginger Cat acts like the serial killer from Silence of the Lambs when she sees a cat. And then she gets the zoomies. Specialization, I want Tiger Dash. Because I don't even have a keybind for Wild Charge, man. Introducing a new ferret into my business of 3 ferrets. I didn't know that a group of ferrets is called a business. That's adorable. Oh.
Nullifying Shroud. Dragon Range.
Oh, I see. They're very far over there. Okay.
Epcot. Avenging Wrath.
That's a lot of defensives, which is why I cycloned the warrior. That'll work. Business is the proper term, but most ferret owners call it a busyness for obvious reasons. No, I'm picturing ferrets with ties, little briefcases. It's surprisingly not that hard to picture. kitty. She's purring. I think I scooped her off the floor to stick her on my lap, but I think she doesn't mind. I think she's pleased with it. All right, we just need one more round in the next 3, and then we'll get some solo shuffle or some vicious map progress. That's all we need.
Nullifying shroud.
However, it might be Trixie. That's the warrior, and then that's the shaman.
The hunt. Dragon range.
YOLO!
Nullifying shroud. Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis.
I don't know who they're on, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Avenging wrath.
Here we go. And gave Mr. Moose a bath. We gave him a big bath last night. He's doing really good with the bath. I've discovered I wanted to blow dry him because I give him a bath and I towel him off, but he's got like a pretty thick coat at this point. So even like a good strong toweling doesn't really get him dry. And I wanted to see if he would enjoy the blow dryer because it would be nice and warm and it would like presumably dry him faster because I didn't want him to get cold with a wet coat. But he did not like the blow dryer, so I ended up just giving him a real good towel and then letting him walk it off. But I'm glad that he doesn't mind the bath because he smells so good after he bath and he gets all really soft and fuzzy because you know, brush out his fur after he's done and it's just so nice.
Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis.
I would love to get a clone on the DH. Because they're just metaing. Although it's going to be a half clone. But that'll help heal a little bit. That healer is a million miles away from their friends.
Denounce.
How's the new evoker spec in PvP? I haven't seen a lot of them recently. When they first added AUG, it was in most games. Ooh, this Demon Hunter's got the new set and the weapons and stuff. But I haven't seen it lately. I don't know if that means that it's good or not good, but it hasn't shown up in any of my recent solo shuffle queues. Hello, Hazel and Joris. Hello, Allison. How are you? All right, at some point we got our 3rd win, so we're in good shape. We're in business.
Nullifying shroud. Dragon range. Avenging wrath. Nullifying shroud. Nullifying shroud. Sleepwalk.
Oh, very good, nice stun. We like that. Oh, I really thought they would kick. I occasionally just press my other buttons with really no excuses. This could be a long match. This one could take a minute.
Sleepwalk.
Maybe now that I've jinxed it, it will be over rapidly.
Stormkeeper.
Are they on the Oh no, they're on the Deva. Okay.
Ice.
There we go. Discovered the engineering Looterang toy. How did I know? No. How did I live? Oh, wow, before this toy. It's so convenient. I lost my 54 druid in hardcore. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, man. ST probably my least favorite dungeon in vanilla. Oh, that's brutal. Cheeks.
Avatar.
Oh, thanks for the darkness.
Avenging Wrath.
There we go. Well, that was a 5 and 1. That's pretty good. Gives you 1200 honor plus my boxes. We got some rating that we don't need. I didn't get any killing blows. I'm sure my damage is awful. I never ever remember to do damage. Other healers, even other druids, do like ages more damage than me. The new broom mount is not instant cast. No. I did not see any Eve Ascension. I don't know what that is. Go Hazel. Reading concerning things about Resto Shaman. Thoughts on it for raid. I won't lie to you, I haven't followed any kind of class balance discourse for any of the classes. But I don't know if my opinion's super relevant because a lot of healers have been saying healing is not fun in Dragonflight, and that's been the total opposite of my experience. I've had a lot of fun healing. So my conclusion is that I'm strange, and that what I like is not necessarily an indicator of what other people like. I've had a great time. So there's some conquest, and then there's some conquest, and then we got some honor. Oh, I think I can afford my ring now. I think I can afford my ring. I need a Versa Mastery ring, or at least that's what I'm going to get. It won't give me any transmog, but it will finish my PvP set. Obsidian Gladiators ring? Haste Versa? Do I want Versa Mastery, actually? I could get... Yeah, I do. That's the one. Signet. Same one as before. And then I'll throw a nice little versatility enchant on it, and I'm officially draconically epic. Wow! Right at the top of the season. Who could have thunk it? I also did the Proving Solo quest. We got the Solo Shuffle weekly quest done, which gives us, sure, yeah, give me some Veldraken rep. I don't know. And then another box that has a bunch of stuff. Glares in Holy Valley. During Hallows End it's supposed to be, but not otherwise. It doesn't seem, if that's, oh, you know what, actually? I was going to say it's not working yet, but then again, it's not Hallows End yet. Of course it's not working yet. I'm silly. I want these. Yeah. We have 50 marks of honor on me. If you save up, what is it, like 80 or so of them, you can go buy yourself a lovely bunch of PvP weapon, like a weapon cache for the whole season with all the weapons. I want a devotion of versatility, I think. For a ring. Can't forget to enchant your PvP gear. Very important. Just got my broom, love it so much. Don't want to go to the Dragon Isles until I can use my broom there. You might be waiting a bit. You might be waiting a bit. I was hoping that 10.2 might be the patch that they kind of opened up flying and like the dynamic and static thing, but apparently it's just not ready yet. Lovely. My PvP item level is finally 450. Holy, that's this one. We don't need that one. We don't need that anymore. I guess I'll keep the emblem just in case I'm fighting like a bunch of warriors or something. Is that a BOE? It is. I guess I should sell it instead of just vendoring it. 500 gold. Happy birthday. And then the honor things, what I like to do for these is there's a PvP achievement that you can kind of cheese. World PvP, Tour of Duty. So I have Tour of Duty for Thaldraszus. And you get the Tour of Duty, you can kind of cheese it by turning on war mode, entering the zone, and then using the honor tokens. So I don't have a ton of them. I've actually lost them. Not marks of honor, the ones that you use to give yourself honor. Oh, here they are. So yeah, if I put one of these while in the Onaran Plains with war mode on, that should pop that achievement for me. And then I start working on another zone. 2 of the 4 zones done. Yeah, so now Tour of Duty for Waking Shores. I guess I'll start next. There's also Verla Caverns ones. I don't really know what I might want this for, but doesn't seem to hurt anything to use them. Do I have plans to get any more tattoos? Not right now. Eventually, yes. I think that I would love to have more, but I want to give myself a few years to cool down and to save my money for other things and to grow into another phase of my life so that I have some skin real estate available to use for tattoos that I might want in like my late 30s or my 40s. Because I got, this arm done in my late teen years when I was 19, and I got this arm done in my late 20s. So I'd like to, save some different real estate to be monuments to different eras of my life. I might want something different in another 10 years. I want to use this. That's right. 1, 2. You have to use them during the season, so you may as well. All right, what time is it? 11:30. We made it to 37%. I wonder at what point I'm going to feel like I'm close. If that's going to be like a 50% or 80%, I don't know. I want to grind that out before the end of the season. And we don't know when the end of the season is, but the more I do now, the less painful it's going to be later. This is not the Gladiator mount. This is the Sarkareth, skin. It has a random chance to drop off the last boss of the Aberrus raid. What if you want to remove all your tattoos in your 50s? That's a bridge that I will cross when I get to it. It's one of those things people have been saying to me for a long time, though. Not often, but it's maybe more so in my young 20s when I started getting tattoos. People were like, well, when you're old, you won't want them. Maybe. I don't know. What's it to you? My understanding of tattoo removal is that it is dramatically more painful than tattoo application. And I like my tattoos. Even if they're not tattoos that I would have gotten again if I had a chance to do it all over again, I think that they're a great testament to what I wanted at the time And it's like a nice little monument to 19-year-old Hazel and 28-year-old Hazel and et cetera, et cetera. 60, not removing any of mine. Yeah, I would be very surprised if I wanted to remove mine. But you never know. It also helps that mine are fairly, you know, I like nature tattoos. So unless, like, my whole family gets killed by, like, I don't know, trees, I'm unlikely to start to change my mind on it. You know, it's not based on any kind of, like, real person or product or, you know, intellectual property that could have the meaning torn out from under me. Nature, you know, I like nature. Let's go in again, shall we? Oh, I'm already queued for it. I'm already queued for it. I'm listening to the weirdest ad right now. It's my favorite one. I mean, I like them all. There's a section of the sleeve on this arm, though. I have on the back of my forearm, there's a heron here, and I love that heron. I think Harry did an amazing job on it. I like the other birds that I have, too, but I think that heron's really pretty. Plus, I like herons. Although this is quite the stretch. I could see myself in my later years, especially if I have the disposable income for it, doing like a whole big back piece, as well as my legs. Because I don't feel a strong need to not have tattooed skin. I mean, I'm at a point in my life and my skin where I have tattoos. I don't know if there's a point where it's too much. I don't know if I would do neck or face tattoos. I don't really have any desire for that, but I could see myself doing back and legs. Squish.net, thank you for the 21-month resub. You want the place for your band tattoos. Band tattoos. Back piece, cover the leaf or integrate? Oh no, not cover. Not cover. I would integrate. Maybe do like a really big maple tree that has like big wide roots that are like across like my hips and like down into my legs, and then like the tree kind of like curves up the back and it has like big maple leaves on it. I bet you could make that work. That would be kind of cool. Chest? Below the collar of your shirt, above undergarments? Chest and ribs I don't feel as strong of a need to do. I don't know why. I just don't desire tattoos there the same way. Same thing about my tum-tum. I think it would hurt. I mean, obviously tattoos hurt. That shouldn't be a major motivation towards getting or not getting them, but I don't know. I don't feel a strong need to do anything here. Oh, did somebody leave? Oh. Bummer. Most painful tattoo? When working on this sleeve, anything that's on like direct on bone, so like the wrist bone on this side, that was pretty ouchy, but like the inner elbow, this stuff, and then like getting up into the armpit, like this stuff, that sucked. That wasn't fun. That was a deep breathing exercise kind of situation, but it wasn't a very big area. I think that some of the more painful spots that have more real estate on them are more challenging, because for that I just had to put up with it for like 10 minutes, and then recover, of course. Inner elbow's awful. Yeah, there was a good amount of stuff up here that was a bit painful, but it's painful for like a day, and then you're healing for a couple weeks, and then you're fine. Oh, I want that. Look, I got my traveler's log progress done. I've done a temporary face tattoo, Night Elf Bear tattoo. Take a lot of kratom, won't hurt as much. And not really my style. To each their own, but I'm alright. I feel like, for me, the feeling of it is kind of part of the experience. I feel like I kind of want it to hurt a little bit. Not more so than necessary. I'm not one of these people that wants it to be like, you know, painful for the sake of it, but you know, it's an experience, and I want the whole thing. Yeah. As a stunt, he had his privates tattooed by one of the local celebrities, literally. Oof, goodness. Oof, ouchie. I think one of the unexpected side effects of having just like an annoying amount of anxiety was that in context, it made the pain of the tattoos not that big of a deal. I was so anxious about just going to the studio, driving into town, parking in Portland, that by the time I had beaten the make an appointment, get there, drive into town, and park bosses, getting tattooed for an hour and a half is a vacation. That's like, you're home free. You already did the hard part. I did not mind it one bit because honestly, getting myself into town and like, you know, getting an appointment and everything was like way more stressful to me. I want a sleeve of all 5 of the aspects. Memorial paw print tattoo for my special pup. That's really sweet. We have a Holy Paladin. We have a bunch of melee. We have an Elemental Shaman and a Balanced Druid, and then we've got a Havoc Hunter and an Arms Warrior on the other side. My fingers are a little chilly. I don't mind if I win or lose, because I just want to play one good round. I love the name of the healer. It's Puglord.
Metamorphosis. Avenging Wrath.
I'm kind of enjoying Solo Shuffle this season. I feel like if I put enough time into it, I could really enjoy this again. Part of my trouble is that I don't actually know really. I'm out of practice, so I don't really know what's going on. But I think that as I start to play more and I get a better feel for what's going on, I can really get a kick out of this. It's kind of fun. I don't think I'm ever going to be a gladiator, but you know, not everybody has to be a gladiator. Not everybody's going to be a gladiator. Ooh. That is more effective on people that are not druids. Swords and bubble. I want to clone. Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Repentance. Metamorphosis.
Don't die, insect! Don't die, insect! Ugh. The cross EC! Oh, sorry, Haley. I can still read it. What stresses me out too, just trying to make a tattoo appointments. It went a lot better once I'd kind of gotten to know my artist a little bit. But making appointments with professionals I've never met before is like my worst fear. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm afraid of. I've tried to sort that out on a variety of occasions and never figured it out. But yeah, scheduling. Making appointments by email is better for me. And I don't mind showing up to appointments. I've mastered the art of going up to the front desk and being, hello, I have an appointment to see so-and-so at so-and-so time. And they go, ah, yes, thank you. I like that part because I know how that works.
Avatar.
Blue square.
Avatar. Avenging Wrath. Ascendance.
The latest trinket ever.
Ascendance.
Oh, that's a beautiful
Avatar.
cyclone.
Ascendance. Repentance. Repentance. Ascendance.
What do I want to do? I don't know. That was a poor choice. That was a weird choice.
Avatar.
I have regrets. I have many regrets. Many, many, many regrets. I've had renewal this whole time. Man, I died to warriors like twice today.
Repentance.
Shift. Oh, not quite fast enough.
Avenging Wrath.
Nope, not quite. Sometimes when I ask for an appointment by email, they pick up the phone and call me, which I feel like defeats the purpose. Yeah, that's I've had that one happen too. I have a voicemail in my voicemail inbox right now that I didn't get at the time. Like I got it, but I never listened to it. And then it was something that was later straightened out through email. And it's finished now. The matter's done. And once I realized I've still not listened to that voicemail, and I decided that I wasn't gonna listen to it until after, once I realized what it was, until after I had like sorted it all out completely. Because now I know I can delete it without having to actually listen to it, because it's not even in real time. I don't know. It's a strange thing.
Avenging Wrath.
I am trying to heal
Denounce.
that person. There we go.
Denounce. Ascend. Metamorphosis. X. Repentance. Metamorphosis. The Hunt. The Hunt.
Kill him! Yay! Oh, we just need one more round win. Ekamom, thank you very much for the 21-month race of 21 months. Keep going, Hazel. Thank you very much. And Waxman1922 with a brand new sub. Appreciate it. Like your shirt? Why, thank you. I'm cozy. What bring me looking for? The October trading post. The October trading post mount reward. It's a good one. I got it earlier today. Yeah, versatility is I think your main stat, Haste and Mastery are both good, with a bit of an edge to Haste for PvP,
Cyclone.
is my understanding. I could be wrong though.
Avenging Wrath. Metamorphosis. Cyclone. Repentance.
My bad. I wonder if that deers was Cyclone. I think it might.
Cyclone.
I think I'm getting a little fuzzy though. I can tell I'm at about the end of my
The
my
Hunt.
PvP day.
Cyclone.
This is why we have to do this before it gets we have to do this before the end of the season because I have a limited amount I can do in a day before I start making exceptionally poor decisions.
Cyclone.
Like poorer than usual.
Cyclone.
Mhm.
Metamorphosis.
I want one of
Denounce.
these. You want one of these. I don't know what denounce does.
Denounce. Repentance.
I know what that one does. There we go. Nice hex.
Cyclone.
Heh, that'll do. I do have the mage tower bear form. I'm not spec'd into it right now, but I did get it. I got it with the more recent one. When they re-released it in was it Shadowlands? It's a cool mount. I like the trike.
Avenging Wrath. Repentance. Repentance.
Oh, that was so silly of me.
Ice.
That was a big mistake. Big silly mistake. You could quantify me as a silly Billy for that one. I wouldn't recommend it. It won't go over very well, but you could.
Cyclone. Cyclone.
I'm probably gonna get cloned soon here.
Denounce.
Can I do it? No.
Hex. 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 Denounce. Ascendance. Cyclone. Cyclone.
Oh, I thought I had Shadow Melted, but it was on cooldown. Sometimes you just press buttons and you just believe that they're going to be there for you,
Hex.
and it turns out you used them already. Whoops, it daisy do.
Repentance. Repentance. Denounce. Cyclone.
Danger. Danger.
Hex.
That's okay. Hello, how's it going? Hello, Armor there. It's going all right. Going all right. The Druid form I don't think is that hard to get anymore. It would still take a bit of effort, but it's definitely in its easiest version right now. Excited to see what Metzen has in store for Warcraft. Skip Dragonflight. Perhaps what I see at BlizzCon might make me return. Yeah, I'm excited for BlizzCon. I think it'll be a good one. Whoa. That's a gladiator mount. How's retail? It's good. There's a lot of cool stuff to do. It's a little overwhelming.
Repentance.
There's a lot of different kind of concurrent systems going on.
Repentance. Avenging wrath. Cyclone. Cyclone. Clone. Cyclone. Repentance. Cyclone. Avatar.
I need to stop doing that right on top of them.
Cyclone.
Oh, the overlap. No good. However, they got bubble.
Avatar.
And we still have clone DR if we can get it. That's just going to be a little bit tricky.
Cyclone.
I got too greedy. Too greedy.
Cyclone.
I can see that the paladin's going to have their kick up again in a second. Hi.
Cyclone.
If I just chase them around the pole, then they're not doing any healing, right?
Cyclone. Cyclone. Avatar. Cyclone. Avenging wrath. Cyclone. Cyclone.
My lord.
Cyclone. Denounce. Cyclone. Denounce. Cyclone. Avatar.
It's not over. Now it's over. Oops. That's okay. 3 and 3. We get conquest, we get honor, we get rating, we're happy. There will be a virtual ticket. It will be more just like, I think, a goodies bundle. My understanding is that they're going to make all of the convention available to watch via stream for free, for, you know, ad supported. And then you'll have virtual ticket for like the goodies. I get everything. I opened everything I wanted to do. I got another 3k honor. We have 330 conquest. My next conquest, I'm gonna buy the boots, and then after that, I guess we save up for the helmet. Although I think I sit on any conquest that I have, and I wait until Vault to see if I can get any of those transmog appearances from Vault. BlizzCon is an ad. Oh, certainly, yeah, 100%. Listen, you're in 2023 digital media. Everything's an ad. What broom? This broom. Eve's. Hang on. Eve's Ghastly Rider. That one. It's a mount. It's for the trading post this month.
Best goods in the Isles.
Decent amount of marks of honor.
You'll find nothing
And then that's
better
conquest.
in the Isles.
I'm up to 56 marks of honor. Hope the virtual ticket isn't expensive. Want to buy the collector's edition for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Almost 400 euros. Holy moly, that's a lot. Alrighty. It's that time. I'm pretty pleased. We made it to... We filled our Vicious Mount bar. we got a brand new pet from the whelp daycare. It wasn't Zusadormu. I forget their name. We got the blue whelp pet. I don't remember the name of it. It's from whelp daycare, but that's not going to help me here. I wanted to look at it again. We made it to 39% progress towards our vicious war snail. We earned our Eve's Ghastly Rider and bought the Fell Crystal Scorpion and finished the Renewed Bag Mammoth. It was a highly productive retail day. Pleased with this. I want to keep chipping away at the solo shuffle thing. I want to keep chipping away at Whelp Daycare. I've got a couple days left on that. And then that's more. And then I guess I want to keep chipping away at the Dream Surge Coalescence rewards to buy the 2 pets and the toys from that this patch. But we're making pretty tasty progress in the end of patch goals. I shall be back to stream again. Not tomorrow or the next day. Those are the Hazel weekend. But I'll be back on Wednesday. I might do some more hardcore streams. We'll have to see. I have a Warlock that is at 34 that I would like to continue chugging. These are railway car whooblers. Anyways, we're trying to get to 40 to get a mount. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.